Hey guys, my name is Vidran and you're very welcome to Barcelona Weekcast. In today's video, we're gonna discuss about our 1-1 draw against Vallecano. If you're new to my channel, I will be very happy if you subscribe my channel, like this video and comment if you like to. What a disaster it was, what a bad game we had, and everything was terrible about this game. Everything you want to mention and talk about, we can talk about every single detail. The way the game was held inside of their Vallecano stadium, Vallecas, and talking about the referee, talking about the VAR, talking about their team, our team, everything was terrible. We didn't play so good today, so we deserved this draw. And actually, except for Juan Garcia and Frankie de Jong, we were terrible. At every position, we were terrible. Even Pedri was terrible. Rafinha, Lamine, everyone was terrible. But Juan Garcia was, I think, the greatest player on this week of whole Europe, because he had multiple saves. On the goal that they had, he couldn't really do anything, but he saved so many shots. He came out so well. Taking the ball behind the defense. He was so good with his feet, giving pass to all players. But as you guys know, we couldn't score so much. So that one goal we had was from a penalty, and overall we were disaster. Let's talk about the game from the start and going forward. We played the game our first 11 starting the game was with where Juan Garcia in goal, Christensen, Eric Garcia, Balde and Koundé. Christensen and Eric Garcia was our second pair of center back for this season that they start. We had Pedri, Dani Olmo and Frankie de Jong in the midfield. Dani Olmo getting back into the first 11 after that 2 weeks because he was injured. And on the up front, we had Rafinha, Lamine and Ferran Torres. And we couldn't really do anything with this tactic, with this player. They were so good. I'm not gonna because we played bad, take some credit off Vallecano, because they played so good in the first half. In the second half, they were the better team, all over the game. But we have to accept, we have to improve from this. This is not acceptable. Defense was terrible. And if I want to talk about, players were so good, except for Koundé, Balde, Christensen and Eric Garcia was so much better than what we expected from them. We have to expect this from them, I have to say that, because they are playing for Barcelona, the best team in the Europe right now. But when you see Christensen doing so much work, and I'm so happy that with Inigo leaving, Christensen back to his position, to the team, and we have him on the bench as well. We had Araujo and Cubarsí, but Flick decided to give them some off pitch time and let them rest. But with Koundé was a disaster, and now I think we know why Flick didn't play him in the first 2 weeks, because Eric Garcia was way better than Koundé on the right back. There is something about Koundé that in some games, in some cases, he's out of his mind. He don't know what the fuck is he doing. Why is he there? Why is he not pressing so right? Why is always there is gap between him? And there is something we have to talk about. A problem with our defensive tactic and shape is way out of hands. We cannot do really anything about this. As the season is going on and we are progressing, we see so many more problems inside of our defensive tactic, and I hopefully would fix that, because we have right now around 2 weeks of no game, because we have a national break. I don't remember what was the name, but there's a national break for World Cup qualifier, and league have the time to tweak some changes, make some players do some training. I don't know what has to be done, but this defensive tactic doesn't work. We couldn't really press well, and as the game goes on, when they came up pressing us, they trying to score, we couldn't even take the ball from them, and the defense was disaster. There was so many gaps, so much more spaces behind our defense. We have to be better if we want to be the Champions League winner or the La Liga winner, because this season Real Madrid got back on his feet, and we know how they could play against us, how great they are. You saw their game against Mallorca last night. They scored 4 goals. Of course, 2 of them, one of them was offside and the other was a handball. But they are ready. We have to be ready. There is no room for mistake for us. We have to be better and try better, actually, if we want to do this. But overall, I hope that team, get better, get better defensively and even offensively, because we didn't sell any offense today. We had 1 goal and that was a penalty, and a controversial take from their fans, but I don't think that was controversial because it was a penalty. Their player certainly did a foul on Lamine inside of the box, and referee did the right thing. It was a penalty, and it's their mistake if there is no VAR to check that, because you have a stadium, you playing in the top 5 leagues in the Europe, you playing inside of La Liga. How the hell you don't have a proper system to have VAR inside of your pitch? Like the first half, for most of the time, there was no VAR. I think